everyone, welcome to AdiTrade. Today we're going to be seeing the Nifty and Banknifty intraday levels for Monday, 21st February, I believe. Let me just go to the daily. This is the daily chart of Banknifty, what I've opened. We have nothing that's pretty significant on the daily chart at this moment. One thing is we have made a green candle, but it's like with a huge wick, kind of like an inverted hammer, but not a perfect one. So it's just one green candle. We had an intraday dip and we have come up. And on the daily chart, if you're just looking for levels, good support in case we start going lower, right? A good support is coming in only here at around 36,900. And let me show you the other trend line that we can follow on the daily chart. Kind of this, we can make use of this kind of this trend line. That's it. There's nothing much we can see on this daily chart for now, because we are still stuck in the zone. We are not, this big green candle came, right? Bullish candle. After that, we have not broken that candle high, or we have not broken the candle low, because that candle itself is about 1,500, right? So once we break this low, maybe we can see further downside. And if we break this, then the daily chart pattern will change. But as of now, we're still within the range of this candle, this big bullish candle. Now coming to our 15-minute chart in Banknifty for our intraday levels, we'll just review how the trade went today and then see the possibilities for tomorrow. See, we kind of had this trend line and the support zone marked. I'd shared this chart wherever possible, wherever this AdiTrade groups are there. In the morning perfectly, we took support from here, and as per our yesterday analysis, it was clear to us that if this breaks, we will short, or if this breaks, we will go long. See, this break came, okay, many people went long and made money, but we were a little skeptical because immediately there was CPR. So we thought, let's just wait for it, no problem. If the CPR breaks, then we'll try and scalp until the resistance zone or R1. So exactly at the CPR, the reversal came. We were able to take the reversal. See, the best entry was when kind of this trend line broke, right? With this big bullish candle, with the low of this candle as stop loss, or half of this candle as stop loss, we could have entered. We got a nice move. Or the CPR logic also applied here pretty well. That is, one of the logic is if S1 is here. If S1 or the previous day low doesn't break, we might reverse back to the CPR. That's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. Even based on that, we could have traded, but we got a good move on this downside. These three candles we were able to capture because of the hidden divergence. What is this hidden divergence? Is when the indicator is making a higher high and price is making a lower low, most likely the price will reverse. It's like an hidden divergence. We saw that, and in 5 minutes, we kind of got this nice candle. Bearish candle. So after this, we took a shot with probably high of this candle as a stop loss and captured this good move. And if you observe another price action over here, which was pretty good, was, see, when this inverted hammer came, right, when this green inverted hammer, if we had this, we kind of marked the zone and we were ready to go long if high of this wick breaks, but exactly it didn't break and we reversed. So at a good resistance, when this wick comes, right, it's always good to mark this wick and keep. If the high breaks, we would have taken a scalp entry and gone long, but that didn't happen. So again, we reversed, which was a good thing. Now coming for the levels for Monday, since we already have so many lines drawn, let me just get rid of everything and draw fresh for Monday. I'll start off with the hourly chart to see where we can find some support and resistance stuff. I'm marking one here. Since I'm doing it from the scratch, the video might be a little lengthy, but as we have the whole weekend, we can watch it. I'm going to put one line here and I'm going to put one line here. This is all on the hourly chart. Then we will be shifting to our 15-minute chart. See, I always keep my lines marked, but today just thought we'll do from the scratch. There's nothing wrong. And in case we go further down, we can have one nice reaction level here. So on hourly chart, these are the levels that I can find, okay, where we can take support and resistance. See, if we go up, this place is where we can take resistance. If we'll see those possibilities, we'll just finish marking. I'm going to a 15-minute chart now. See, this recent price action, right, where we came and took support here and all this is there. Again, we have another line over here where we can take possible resistance. I'm going to mark that and make it a little lighter so we don't have too many lines. So now basically when we have like this two lines pretty close by, right, we can always have a zone like this and keep that as a resistance zone, and our this day's support zone will still be valid, the one that we used today. That is still valid because we touched and went, but there is possibility again we can come break it or go up, we don't know. I'm going to put the support in green. Now what are the other levels that we can make use of? We can have one resistance point over here in case we break this, maybe at 38,127 we might take some resistance, and on the bottom we might have a reaction level over here. And this, any other trend line that we can make use of, we can make use of this trend line from this high. Because this trend line was the trend line that we used today, kind of already worked, so there's no point in using this. How about using, yeah, here we have 2 points. Let me get rid of this. We'll keep it. See, since these levels are possible for 38,000 and all is possible for Monday, right? That's why I'm seeing every possible line that I can draw. Sometimes it will get a messy, we can't do anything. See, this is another trend line that I can use because I have 3 points taking support here, right? So that for a trend line, to draw a trend line, you at least need like 2 or more points taking support or resistance. We have one resistance here, the other resistance, support, one support here, support here, support here. So this is also a trend line that we can use. Yeah, these are the levels that I have for Monday in Banknifty. And along with that, if we put on the CPR, see, most of the times when we draw this, right, for confirmation, the CPR, S1, R1 kind of comes in the same place where we have drawn the resistance support, right? So that is always a good sign to show that your markings are correct. So on this 15-minute chart, we have this nice resistance zone over here, this red one. See, we can, if we break this, until this point, anywhere we can take resistance and reverse, right? So this entire zone is marked, we'll be careful. And anything on the downside, if kind of this trend line breaks, we do have nice support level over here. I'm going to make it a little darker because this can really act as support, the place where we close, because even previously we have taken support here, again the same place we have taken support today, and in this region over here we have taken resistance. So that is somewhere close to 37,500. That's where the maximum OI is also. So we need to put a little darker line. This can be a very important point. And this support zone obviously remains the same. So if this breaks, we can see lower levels. If this resistance zone breaks on the higher upper side, probably we can see 38,120 or so. And looking at the CPR levels, right, see, we have a strong resistance over here. In case on a Monday we get a gap up, okay, and get a strong rejection at this point, there can be a very good reversal until the CPR or this point of 37,500. That can be a really good trade if we get a nice rejection, because it will be difficult to break this 38,000 and go higher. But if we break this R1 previous day high and this zone, probably will be hitting 38,080 or 38,120 for sure. So this will be our levels for Monday in Bank Nifty. I'm going to save this and try and share this chart as soon as possible. Now looking at the open interest for Bank Nifty on Monday, see, we do have a good support at 37,500. That's why I had to put this extra line over here after seeing this price action. This is where even the OI support is. Though we had some a lot of call sellers are also there, but if you see the change in OI, there's only the put sellers that have been added today, probably because of the last move. We could not close below 37,500. So some call put sellers are there, showing some supporters there. A good resistance is 38,000 for sure, because some of the put sellers have exited today. 38,000 is a very strong resistance. We have OI added even today, and anything below 37,500 is 37,000 straight away. These are not so significant that they can give support. It can be easily broken, but 37,000 is difficult to break, and this 37,500 can be a little tough to break on the downside. So that's why I said, in case we get a gap up, right, and get a strong rejection over here at 37,800 or so near the R1 of CPR or the dotted line, then see, if somebody is new to my channel, what is CPR in brief? These three lines that you see, right, that is CPR. You have R1, the pivot points, R1, R2, R3, and how you can add CPR is just click on indicators and type in CPR. You will get so many indicators CPR. You can add and just edit the lines, or whether you want a cross or circle, whatever you want, you can edit it. What I'm using, you won't be able to find it in TradingView for some time. It will take some time to get advertised. So if we get a strong rejection here, probably we can short, as mentioned, until 37,500. If 37,500 breaks, then probably we can see lower levels. So that is for Bank Nifty. Let's go to Nifty and see the Nifty daily chart. And Nifty daily chart also is, the hammer that is formed is slightly better. It's like an inverted hammer. It's a bearish candle, but it has a green body. If it had a red body, it would be even better. Compared to Bank Nifty, we had more sell-off from the high point in Nifty. Other than that, we don't see any significant chart pattern that we can use. But one thing is for sure is this trend line that I've been marking in all my videos. If this breaks right on the upper side, 17,407 breaks on a daily or hourly time frame, we can get a good move on the upside until 17,000. I'm not saying this might happen on Monday. This is just a general view. Now say on Monday or next week, we kind of get this kind of a strong bullish. Let me just change this. If we get a strong bullish candle breaking this trend line, right, we can see a good move on the upside. So nothing much on the daily chart. And if you see the 15-minute intraday chart, see, that's the trend line that we have marked here today. Even yesterday we had marked. See, we again bounced off from this support line that we had at about 17,255 and probably taken resistance over here at 17,375. There was no resistance point here, and there was no even CPR point. Probably other weekly or monthly CPR could have played and then had a dip. So for Nifty, this zone is a good support zone for sure. If this breaks, we can see, definitely we can see Nifty coming down until 17,150, because we have taken support in this zone only in the past few days. 1, 2, 3, 4. So almost 4 times Nifty has tried to break this zone. It was not able to, and it has bounced. But if you can observe another thing in price action, this is where the most important thing comes in price action. This all comes with just experience, I guess. See, we tried to break this. We made a high, We came down again, tried to break, no, we made a lower high. See, compared to this side's a lower high. Again we came here, took support, bounced, we have again made a lower high. And if this bounce kind of doesn't break this trend line and go up, most likely it will come and break this. That's my view. So that's why I said if this breaks for sure, right, the green zone that I marked, if we close below this, then definitely we might say 17,155, and probably there's chances of even 17,100 and 17,070. But hope the logic was understood. We are making lower highs and each time we are taking support here. So if this breaks with a strong candle, we can get a nice momentum. Otherwise, we can make another higher low, and possibility of breaking this is also there. Since this is a much longer trend line, let's put a much intraday type of a trend line which we can probably use for Monday is this. So if we kind of break this trend line and this level of today's high, right, of 17,370 with a good strong candle, then probably we can see higher levels. And a short in Nifty is either we short at the higher levels or for a good momentum on the short side, like a momentum trade, is probably when this breaks we can see some good fall. Let's just look at the open interest for Nifty. See, there is some good support at 17,300 on the chart. Where is 17,300? It'll come somewhere over here. That's why this level is taking support, because you see even the call sellers are there, but the put sellers have been added a little more. The significant resistance is 17,500, and on the downside, if not for the 17,300, the next very good resistance is only at 17,000. But there's some heavy put selling, like more put selling added at even probably 17,200. This level, you can see this bar is a little more over here, 17,000. So the Nifty might be in a range between 17,200 and 17,500. But if this 200 breaks, right, like if this zone breaks, I'm sure it might probably even come and hit 17,155. And we'll have to use the CPR levels as well. Always keep the CPR levels handy, even though we mark our own levels. See, it might now, based on our support and resistance, what we have drawn, we only see the next. If this green zone breaks, we only see the next level of 17,150. But there is S1 over here, right? So there's good chances we can even bounce from this S1 of CPR. That's why CPR is important. So that's it for Monday. Hope this helps. If you like this video, please hit the like button and share it. And thank you for watching.